What's up, everyone? In today's video, I want to talk about how you can answer the question, tell me about a time you were successful in the team. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, the first thing you need to understand is that it's essential to be able to work with a team, because the fact of the matter is there's only so much you can do by yourself, and impact is magnified if people are effectively able to work together in a team. And that's exactly what people want to know when they ask this question. Can you work with other people? Can you play nice? Are you an effective communicator? Do you have a low ego? These are all things that are essential for success in the workplace. And therefore, that's why it's important to be able to effectively answer this question. So if there's anything in the interview process, whether it's from the job description or speaking with the recruiter or speaking with the hiring manager or the team or anything really, if there's any hints of what it means to work in a team at this company, this would be very essential to helping you answer this question. And if there is no evidence of how people work as a team in this company, it would be a good idea to ask and really use this question as an opportunity, as a launching pad to get more information so that you can provide the right example for them. So one thing that you get specifically asked is, hey, I'd love to answer this question, but just for my own understanding and so that I can give you a more relevant example, can you tell me a little bit more about how teamwork works here so I can find something that's relevant in my past? And by asking a question to that effect, what that essentially tells them is like, oh, you'd love to know. And it's not like you have no examples, but you just want to figure out what's the right one. And so they can then therefore give you more examples or give you more details about the work, and then you could give the correct example. So that's the first thing you need to know, is that teamwork is essential, but what do they mean by teamwork in this case? So they can fill you in a little more and that you can answer with the right examples. Now, the second thing you need to do then is figure out, okay, given these are what they're looking for in a team work kind of setting, give them the right example and tell a STAR story, right? Which is situation, task, action, result. I've harped about this a million times, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But give them the right example using a STAR story, pulling a story from your story jukebox, which is something that you should have prepared for before the interview, which is essentially a list of stories that covers all these bases that I'm talking about in all these different videos. The third thing you need to do is to really highlight the key skills that emerge in this example. And there's really only a few that are consistently important in any case. So make sure you get these bases covered. Anything on top of that is kind of like a nice to have. The first skill that you really need to highlight is your communication skills. And what that means is, how did you communicate with others? How did you keep them involved in the loop? How did you guys stay in sync and understanding in where the project is or where the current status of work is? By really nailing home the communication piece, you can really magnify how you can work in a team and you can work with people, because without good communication, a lot of things will fall apart, and you really want to hammer that home that you are a good communicator and that you can handle working in a team. The next thing you really want to hammer home is collaboration and cooperation. So you really need to discuss how you work with others so that you can achieve common goals. And a lot of times this comes down to setting expectations. If you're able to set expectations early, communicate with a team, who's doing what, how much are we doing, to what quality, and when are we going to resync again? By having something along those lines, that would be really helpful, because it talks about not only are you a good communicator, but you can work with others, have low ego, and essentially divvy up the work in a way that makes sense for everyone. The third thing you need to do is talk about conflict resolution and problem solving. And that really depends if any conflicts does occur. So if this role is likely to have a lot of conflict, then this is something that you really want to be able to communicate. Because at the end of the day, if it's a fast-paced environment, people want to go, 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 and mistakes tend to be made, and there might be a little bit of butting heads or rubbing shoulders and just nudging each other out of the wrong way. You really want to be able to demonstrate that you're someone that helps contribute to solving problems rather than creating them. The fourth and final thing that you want to do is to connect your past experience to your current role. Now, I'm not exactly sure where you're going to pull your example from. It could be from work, volunteering, school, wherever. But one key thing that you need to do is to connect it to your current role, that I've done this in the past and I could be a valuable member moving forward. And that's why it's important to illustrate how you can bring the same collaborative style to the work in the future. And that's it. That's how you answer this question. If you like this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe, follow wherever you are. And if you have any thoughts on it, please let me know in the comments below. Hope you have a good one. Take care.